Do one thing, let's move on now. We have the city gas distribution companies that we're looking at. There was a very interesting note by UBS which suggested that the delivered gas cost for the second half of Q2 is 30% lower than that for the first half of the quarter. So they see gross margins for September now being 25 to 40% higher than what we saw in Q1. And this could allow companies to fully or partly absorb a potential increase in domestic gas prices from October. So to discuss the movement in prices, Pawan Kumar, who's the Director Commercial at IGL, joins us now. Mr. Kumar, I want to first just get the numbers from you, right? How much have gas costs gone down by since the increased allocation to the city gas distribution space? And there are some brokerages that estimate that prices have gone down by 30% in Q2. Is that accurate?
Yeah, good morning. In fact, the prices have been fluctuating on month-on-month basis, and the highest prices were during August first fortnight, when the prices were around $10.52 per MMBTU. Currently, in this month, after 15th of August, the unified base price is around $6.26 per MMBTU, and we are getting around 90% of the APM, non-APM gas, and 10% we are mixing from RLNG or spot, which is costing on an average around 17 to 18 dollar per MMBTU. So average cost input gas cost is around 8.5 to 8.8 dollar per MMBTU in the current month.
So 8.5 to $8 per MMBTU in the month of September so far, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The domestic gas prices are expected to go up further by almost 100% from the 1st of October. What would the impact be for you?
See, as a IGL, we consider ourselves as a socially responsible company, and we have promised to deliver the lowest cost CNG to the consumers in the national capital territory. And in the short term, we can absorb any hikes. So we will not pass on to the consumers. We are working on two-prong strategy to reduce our internal operating expenses and to maximize sales, because the EBITDA per SCM might be little down, but if we maximize the sales, the overall profit margins remain. We are trying to strike a balance between the consumer's interest and between the investor's interest.
Mr. Kumar, could you two things? One, how much of the gas that you are getting is locally sourced? How much is being imported? And I think the last time we spoke, we did discuss what happens when demand rises, you need more. Will the government divert more gas away from other sectors to you? When you kind of said, well, we don't know yet. Any update on that?
You might be aware that government is already, working on the customers, ease of getting CNG and PNG at an affordable price, and some committee is already on the job. We expect that as the government is giving impetus on increase of gas in the energy basket from 6.8 or 7% to around 15% in next few years. So definitely the favorable price mechanism will be in place.
At the end of the day, gas is required, as you said. I mean, the proportion of it in the energy mix will go up, but there are other sectors as well, right? So it's a choice how much you, unless of course there are big discoveries here, and but that also takes time. So what is left is imports. So what can be done according to you?
We expect that this geopolitical situation will calm down, and the prices of spot will also cool down as it was earlier. And this is a short-term turmoil which people should absorb and should not pass to the customers, so that the CNG conversion is encouraged and the consistency in sales volume growth is maintained.
Do you think there could be a ceiling to gas prices? Is that something that the government is perhaps considering, or something that they have spoken to you about?
I'm not aware, but we are hopeful that something favorable will come from the government.
Okay. I want to ask you, are your contracts sealed at a fixed price? I'm asking because there are some reports that GAIL is perhaps facing some issues in supplies. Reports were indicating that the spot LNG has been procured by GAIL at a very high price. would that impact sourcing from your end in any way, or are your contracts fixed?
See, as far as IGL is concerned, we have our well-diversified portfolios where we are having long-term and short-term contracts, and we are not mixing the spot gas at the moment. So, plus gas is not impacted by that phenomena.
Okay. Mr. Kumar, good morning. What about expanding to newer geographies? I mean, I think you're largely a Delhi-specific company, right? I mean, but any bidding rounds by the government?
I think bidding is already complete. Almost 95% of the geographical areas have been bid. Now, what we are looking for, there are some the CGD companies which are coming for sale. So we are aggressively going to bid for them so that we acquire new GAs in other areas and we become a pan-India company.
Which are these CGDs, Mr. Kumar, which are coming up for sale? Which are these CGDs coming up for sale?
There are some CGDs in Maharashtra, Karnataka, where they are already on sale.
Maharashtra, Karnataka, but smaller in nature, because in Maharashtra, of course, we have the big one is MGL, but the smaller ones.
See, as a strategy, IGL is looking to diversify to other areas. Wherever the new companies are coming up for sale, we will be bidding aggressively.
Okay. So what happens to your overall growth in terms of, your volumes, etc.? You had guided for, I think, 8 MMSCMD of volumes in FY23. You think you can do better than that?
Definitely, we have already crossed 8 MMSCMD per day. And if we consider the sales growth based on historical basis, we are growing at a 13%. And the vehicle conversion and the new vehicle CNG buying is also good numbers are coming. So we expect that there will be substantial growth as far as we are able to maintain prices favorable to the consumers, and there is an arbitrage to the alternate fuels.
So when you say new CNG buying has gone up, I mean, of course, on the road as well, you're seeing more CNG cars. Demand has picked up in a big way for players like Maruti, etc. But can you quantify for us what kind of volume growth have you seen?
As far as numbers are concerned, there are commercial vehicles, there are new cars, then there are retrofitment, and the average number in the NCT of Delhi is around 17,000 it varies from 13 to 17,000. Currently, it's around 15 to 16,000 last month. And as far as the numbers for first fortnight is concerned, that data is also encouraging in this month.
Mr. Kumar, just to pull on that acquisition, which are these companies, sir? Or are you saying they must, since you're talking about it, you already obviously know these companies?
I think it will not be fair on my part to comment on that because that's something, business.
These are private companies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Private companies, and which part of the, which geography specifically?
I will request you not to, drill in this question more.
Is it Maharashtra and Karnataka? So earlier, of course. Mr. Kumar, thanks a lot for joining us. Good talking to you. That's IGL.